If you have been living in Vancouver for the past near decade, then you have definitely seen the art-covered pianos scattered around the city. I'm Kristine Wilson for City Lights on Novus TV, and today we are down here at Science World to talk to the man behind Pianos on the Street and get a little glimpse into his hopes for the project. Anyone who lives in Vancouver has seen these beautiful pianos around the city, and you are kind of the man behind it. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your vision behind this project?
It keeps on changing. Every year it becomes more and more and more. It's sort of like an onion. Essentially, our first year, the project was just about putting pianos and making something beautiful, and it's changed since then. I mean, we now have so many different community groups who are painting the pianos. We've got over 25 locations throughout Vancouver. Essentially, I think the real purpose of the project is just to bring joy and love to the community, and that's exactly what these pianos do. It connects people together.
Why do you think it's important to have projects like this around the city that kind of bring music and bring the artistic side out of people?
In my personal opinion, it's all about isolation. As soon as you put a piano outside somewhere, like a location like this, immediately you get people immediately playing the piano. I mean, we've got someone from Science World who's going to be playing the piano earlier, and she said, I tried practicing all morning, but she couldn't. People kept going to the piano and kept playing it and having fun.
And how many pianos are actually around the city, and where can people find them?
So we've got 25 pianos throughout Metro Vancouver, all the way from Maple Ridge to North Vancouver, and pianosonthestreet.com is where you can get all the information on all the public pianos.
And I understand that people can actually win prizes through Pianos on the Street. Tell me a bit about that.
They can. We've got two contests. One's video and one's picture. The picture contest, just snap a photo. If you happen to be one of the winners by either our judges or by being the most popular vote, you win $500. Or we also have a video contest. And it's broken down by ages as well. So if you're a 5-year-old and you just started taking piano lessons, go ahead, try Mary Had a Little Lamb. You might win some money.
So wonderful. And I've also noticed that these pianos are decorated quite beautifully. Touch on that for me.
Well, I mean, every piano has its own design and its own style. So if we talk about a piano like this, you're going to hear from Science World where their creativity came from. It may be as simple as a group of children that's a neighborhood house who get together on one day and decide to put handprints all over the piano. Or it could be a bunch of artists who get together and say, you know what, I've got this great idea. I want to use a Jiffy marker and I want to graffiti the entire piano. So essentially, each piano is designed differently based on the community that it's in.
How has it been having the piano right outside your door every day?
It's excellent to have that piano outside the front door. We see people using that particular spot as a gathering place, even when there isn't a piano. But when there is a piano, while they're waiting to meet up with their friends, either to come in the building or to enjoy the seawall, people are playing and listening to each other. Sometimes there's lineups for the piano. It adds a little bit of spice, a little bit of sparkle to what would otherwise be a pretty quiet spot.
And I understand that you all came together as Science World to create the artwork on that piano?
Yeah, the last year's artwork we created as a staff. This year we got a little more ambitious and we had delegates at the Canadian Association of Science Centers Conference create art tiles. So they were in a session called Science and Art, trying to discover their inner artist and how art can interpret science. So the tiles you see on the piano this year are interpretations of science done by scientists in art form.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. How do you think it is kind of having that artistic element in a scientific background?
Well, we are officially the Arts, Sciences and Technology Society, so we're really committed to integrating art and science and using art as a way to express scientific ideas. We even had an exhibit about pop music a couple years ago that looked at the science behind music. So it fits in perfectly to what we do, and it gives people a chance to express themselves, which we also think is incredibly important.
If you are interested in finding the location of any of the pianos around the city, you can head to pianosonthestreet.com. For City Lights on Novus TV, I'm Kristine Wilson.